Good morning, Donna Lynn here. I am coming live at you guys today. I felt inspired to share, so you get me in my pajamas, no makeup, all that morning goodness. Got my tea going. So hi and welcome. I want to talk about my money story because I feel like many of us have similar or parallel money stories and we can relate to one another. So growing up, I also, if you catch me live, say hi because I can't always see who pops on. And if you are on the replay, just type in #replay, and then I can pop back on and say hi. So, like I was saying, I want to talk about my money story because I feel like my money story can be parallel, and some of you will be able to relate to pieces of it at least. So I grew up in a blue collar, very hardworking family, and everybody earned every dollar that they got, and that was the way of life. You work hard for everything you have, you earn it. I heard stuff like money doesn't grow on trees, and sometimes, oh, that's expensive, or maybe we should wait, stuff like that. So I feel like, let me know in the comments if you can relate. What kind of things did you hear in your home growing up about money? And I'm sharing not because I'm judging what my parents did. They came from different times. They came from places of, a lot of our parents growing up didn't have a lot of money. And our society and our way of life has very much changed. And so has the landscape of earning and of money. So I wanted to touch on the reflection piece. So a very beautiful, hi Carolyn, I love your heart, thank you. A very beautiful prior mentor of mine talked about container possibilities. And so I really liked that concept because it started to get me thinking in a more expansive way about money and earning and income. So what happened when I started exploring my container possibility, I started learning about the things that would run through my mind about how deserving I was to earn more money than what I was having, and how to, the guilt that came with increased income. And sometimes even I would feel like I was stopping myself at a certain point and not allowing myself to become more successful because of my money story, because of my beliefs inside of me, not just from my conditioning, but that I chose to be true for me and for my life. Right? So that there was, there's not always enough money. And, because you have to work really hard to earn it, if it comes easy, you didn't earn it. If it comes without pain or discomfort, you don't deserve it. And so that container possibility, for example, was a really great tool for me to explore different avenues of thought and actually work at expanding my container possibility. My container possibility is what I believe could be true for me. And this specific context is in regards to earning potential. So, do I deserve to earn more money? How much more money do I deserve to earn? Do I want to feel guilty if that earning increases? Do I want to be the barrier that stops myself from expanding my earning potential, my income potential, my wealth growth? And I didn't necessarily learn in my childhood about investing, and, my parents always talked about saving money, but I was never very good at that in my younger years because I like instant gratification like most of us do, where, I've worked really hard to earn my money, so I can now spend it how I see fit and how I choose because, oh, my dog's just broke into the room. because it's my money. And so I've worked really hard. I'm going to now play really hard. And I don't necessarily squirrel any away, you know, that nest egg that people talk about, or that investment, the future, the forward thinking of planning ahead. I wasn't necessarily taught those skills, and we certainly aren't taught them in school. You know, those things really aren't, they don't come intuitively to most of us. Most people aren't like, oh, gee, I'm a really great saver. You know, at 17, I've invested for my future and I'm going to plan for my children and all these various things. It's just not something that we do innately, typically. And it's often not something we learn, especially in school. Money management and earning potential and our worthiness and earning potential isn't taught to us. It's something we have to learn. And so for me, it's taken, you know, to pretty much this point in my life, step by step, working through these things and releasing the beliefs that held me in this space of earning potential, in this container of possibility, when I desired to be in this container of possibility. Morning, Auntie Shirley. I'm so happy you're here. And Jeff, I see you too. Hi guys, nice to see you. Thanks for hopping on. And so as I'm learning, as I'm releasing limiting beliefs, as I'm growing my container of possibility and expanding, I'm seeing more wealth, more monergy. Money is energy, right? So I'm seeing more monergy flowing in. I'm seeing my wealth grow. I'm learning how to invest, and I'm not doing it myself. You know, when it comes to investments, I have an amazing financial advisor, Christina Roderis. If any of you guys are looking for anybody, she can do virtual stuff too. Huge props to her. So, you know, I'm not doing it alone. I'm learning from her. I'm asking her questions. I'm getting her to teach me. I'm working with my daughter who's peeking in the background. She's getting ready for Halloween today at school. So I'm working with her on learning investments and saving for future and growing her. Beautiful. She's doing makeup for her Halloween costume. You know, and so we're learning and working together. And you know, I don't think my husband was necessarily taught about investments, or maybe he wasn't interested in it either. So he's learning along with me, and we're all learning to grow this together. And so collectively as a family, we're working on growing our wealth and investing for our future. So, you know, when we're ready to retire, we're not one of the seniors who is in poverty and destitute, because that's so prevalent these days and honestly terrifies me. And yeah, so for me, I don't want to be in that position. And so I'm working consciously to change my money story and allow in greater expansion. And every time that monergy trickles in or flows in or opens up and shows up, I express so much gratitude, because it's a product of, it is the fruition of my efforts to change and grow and expand my money story and shift my container of possibility from this to this to this to this to this into full on abundance. Okay, so as you watch the video, let me know if any of that's relatable. Let me know in the comments, like the things you heard growing up as a child, not out of judgment, but just because we all have a story. We all have somewhere we came from, right? And so many of us can relate when we start talking about these things and opening up and sharing. And, you know, the more I explore and expand, the more opportunities flow in as well to continue to expand that earning potential and expand that container of possibilities. So I know if any of you guys have been watching sort of what I've been up to over the last week and a half or so, you've noticed that I've actually joined another online business that complements my coaching business. And so, you know, there's these nice, new, beautiful avenues of not only earning potential, but expansion and opportunity and abundance and growth and wealth opportunities all flowing in, as well as I heal and shift and adjust my money story. So let me know if any of that's relatable. Thank you all so much for catching it live, and hi to everybody on the replay. I hope everybody has an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. Happy Friday. Okay, talk to y'all soon.